I always wanted to develop a habit of reading and learning new things, especially through books, but for some reason, I just couldn't do it. No matter how many times I tried getting books, putting them in front of me, they're on my desk here, they're over here, they're over here, they're on my nightstand, they're everywhere, and yet I just wasn't reading. And then I developed these two things. Well, not really developed, just saw it on YouTube and implemented it in my life, or saw it on Amazon and bought it. And then, booyah, I'm reading so much now and I'm learning these great new things. I'm making notes and I'm applying actionable steps into my life, and it's awesome. So that's what I'm going to be speaking about in this video. So these two things that I learned are, one of them is literally tracking your reading pages and like a reading log, and the second is an Amazon Kindle. So I'll start about this reading log. Now, I know it may sound a bit weird and dumb for having a reading log where you're writing down every book you read and how many pages and doing calculations, but when you really think about it, humans, it's just, there's been many sciences that talk about this stuff, but humans just love numbers. Humans love statistics and all of those kinds of weird, wacky things. So I got myself a reading log. Now, I don't have the book with me because I was so intelligent that I forgot to bring it here on my desk, so I'll just grab a bloody journal here. So if you imagine, you open to a brand new page, and on the top you write the day, and then under that you write the book, the title that you're writing. So whatever that title is, then you just write it down, and then you write down the page that you're up to. So let's say you're reading Deep Work by Cal Newport, one which I've made so many videos on, and you're at page 82. Okay, so you read that, and let's say you read up to page 92. Right, that's easy. That's 10 pages in your reading session. So then you write Deep Work by Cal Newport, PG for page 82-92. So 82 to 92. That's pretty simple. And then you can write down in brackets 10 pages. And then if you read another book on the same day, you just write the same thing but for that book. And then at the end of the day, you add up all the pages, and let's say you probably read like 35 pages in that one day. You draw it and then you circle it, and then you do a line under that for the next day. You can do a reading log however you do it, but if you find a way that works for you to track the amount of pages that you read, and then you set yourself goals. So I started doing this reading log like a few months ago, like 1 or 2 months ago. And I set myself a goal to read 1,000 pages before the end of 2024. I think I've already surpassed that. I think I did it a few days ago, but what the hell? It doesn't matter. I'll just keep reading. And when I had this goal, I got the amount of days that we have left in the year, and then I divided 1,000 pages by that amount of days, and I got to like 14 pages. So I challenged myself to read 15 pages every single day. Some days I read 15 pages, some days I didn't. Some days I read 60 pages. And whatever it is, I just had this goal in mind, this idea to read 15 pages every single day. And if I do that, I will read 1,000 pages before the end of the year. And just setting a simple goal like that to read this many pages before the end of the year has let me develop the habit of reading so much more, and I've been reading a lot more. I've been learning so many new things. And if you don't want to track your reading by how many pages you do, maybe you could track it by like insights or actionable steps that you learn. Challenge yourself to implement 10 new ideas that you gathered from reading books every single week. Basically that's the reading log. I got it and I just started noting down how many pages, and I just naturally started reading more, and it's been incredibly helpful and incredibly useful. So if you want to start reading more, give yourself a reading log. I know it sounds like a bit of work and too much, but if you really want to take this seriously and just read more, especially if it's like books that talk about like specific skills and tactics and stuff. If it's like a fiction book, if it's like a storytelling book, you probably don't really need a reading log for that kind of stuff. But if you really want to get into these books, but for some reason you just find that you're not doing it, get one and just fill it out. Easy peasy. It's just an ordinary journal, lined pages book, exercise book, whatever it is. Doesn't have to be anything that special. The second thing that I got that makes me read more is literally an Amazon Kindle. I don't know what it is about this thing, but for some reason you just read more when you have it. It's probably because, like, in this new modern age and era and stuff, we are all completely addicted to technology. So this thing pretty much resembles an iPad mini or a big iPhone, whatever it is you want to call it, and it's just so easy. You hold it like this, you tap that to go back, you tap that to go forward. It's just so much easier to read, you know, you can swipe along, and I've literally read 100 pages in about 3 days, which for me, that's a lot. If I told myself that I read 100 pages in 3 days 2 months ago, I would have gone, nah, bro, no, you're not. So, yeah, get yourself an Amazon Kindle. You know, you can buy the books electronically, and, you know, they're cheaper there. It's not like this big, bulky thing that you have to open and you have to, like, keep fighting to hold the damn pages open, and you don't, like, completely crease the back and get all that stuff, and you're like struggling to flip the page or something, and it's just so much easier to read through this thing. So I got this very recently, and I've loved it. You know, I'm able to make notes on this thing. You know, the Amazon Kindle itself taught me how to do it. It's not actually a blue light screen, it's some other fancy thing called like e-ink. I'm not going to explain that in this video because it literally does not matter. But yeah, it's just this simple device. For some reason, psychologically, whatever it is, it's just easy to read on. You just happen to read more. You can read anywhere. You can read in your bed without a light. You can read outside. You can read on a plane, just anywhere. And it's lightweight, easy to carry, takes up no space. You see, for me, I've got loads and loads of books, all of these hard copies and stuff. And then if I just had that on a Kindle, it would literally take up no space whatsoever, and I wouldn't have all of these massive shelves of books, and it's just all stored digitally, and I personally think it's incredibly useful. So yeah, if you want to read more, get yourself a reading log and get yourself an Amazon Kindle. Yeah, I don't have an affiliate link because I don't do that right now. Whatever it is, yeah, just those two things: reading log, Amazon Kindle. Hope this video helps you, and I'll see you on the next one. Farewell.